G'day people, I'm at MonsterDad and welcome back to this Empyrion Alpha 8 survival, the restart. Yet another restart actually. There's been another update, update 4, and one of the things they advised in the update was that everyone needed to start a new game again for the changes to take effect. So I did that, and I fast forwarded the first 30 minutes or so of gameplay on a new world, just really to get to the same spot roughly that we were in previously, and I think we're just about there. So yeah, gathered some resources and got to the point where we could begin making our hover vessel, which I've just started there. I haven't found any silicon ore whatsoever, so all the silicon I have, I think I might have found one, which gave me about 2 or 3 ores, but and I've barely been able to find any ordinary rocks to get crushed stone as well, so I can make the silicon. But I'm hoping I'm going to have enough. I don't think I'm going to have enough to build a full hover vessel, but my intention is initially to start the hover vessel, get the power generation, the cockpit and the mobile constructor on there. That way I can actually start getting this constructor to create fuel. Let's move that in, ready to go. Because what it will do, it will create more biofuel than it uses if it's just sat there just using the constructor. So whilst I go around in the morning on the motorbike to get I think it's only silicon that I need, so I can do that by getting a load of crushed stone, because I think it's 15 crushed stone for 1 silicon ore. Yeah. So I don't need to gather a huge amount, but I need to quickly do the maths, 30, 60, 75 crushed stone to get 5 ore, which will give me 10 ingots, because it only breaks it down in groups of 5. So I've only got, although I've got 13 ore there, I've only got access to 20 ingots of silicon. So yeah, I mean, I should have enough copper and iron, but I'll gather those up as I come across them anyway when we're out and about. Yeah, in the meantime, it's still night, but it should be okay because we're still in that safe zone at the moment. So I shouldn't get attacked whilst I'm doing this. Let's have a little munch on that. I'm avoiding sleeping at the moment because if I do sleep, loads of this stuff will spoil. And in the mobile constructor, oh sorry, in the hover vessel mobile constructor, I think I've got access to more advanced medical stuff. So that would be quite nice as well. Although I'm doing alright, I've got 1 stomach pill. And I found tons of food in those small wreckages, which is, yeah, great, really. Fan-dabby-dozy. So let's, I just want to get the cockpit as well, and then we can put that together. Put it together again. Is that how that song goes? I think so. Something like that. Yeah. So while that's doing, I might as well just... Oh, I'm too cold. Oh, one of the new things they've added is this little mobile aircon. It's like a heater and a cooler, but it's going to take 4 of my copper ore, so I've been reluctant to build it, but I think I'm going to have to. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's only going to leave me 50 copper ingots. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to build it. Boom. And I do want to build a water generator as well. At least get some of that going. Can I not build a water generator in here? I thought I could. They have changed some of the construction in the latest update as well. I could have sworn I could build a water generator. One of the water generators is one of the basic things. There it is. I'm just being blind. There you go. Let's add that. And then what I'm going to do now is queue up all the other components that I need for this hover vessel. So the absolute minimum I'm going to need are 4 thrusters, 1 RCS, 3 hover engines. I think that's probably about all I'm going to need. 3 hover engines, not 2. If I can make that, I can put something together that's actually going to work. And in the mobile constructor on the hover vessel, I'll be able to create the harvest module and the harvest cargo box if I have enough components. And once we're at that stage, yeah, see, I'm running out of resources. These are turning red now. Yeah, silicon is the issue. It's a big issue when you're in your starting phase. Yeah. Okay. Well, it is what it is, I guess. Just got to work around it, adapt the gameplay. But at least silicon is not too expensive with crushed stone to make compared to the others. You need 50 for copper, 25 for iron. Yeah, so we can do it. I'm probably just going to have to go out on the bike come daytime and just break a load of rocks and yeah. So got all that stuff yet? Yeah, break a load of rocks and hopefully find some silicon, which will make life a lot easier. So have we made this? Yes, we have. Let's... No, we haven't, because I've got a load of crap in there as well. Okay. I'm going to have to put that down soon because I'm going to start getting too cold. Then I guess we can get in the cockpit in a minute, can't we? So let's pop that down. I'm going to pop a cockpit on. Let's go for that one. Is that on straight? Boom. Okay. Now let's add some of this. And the constructor. Boom. Okay, what we can do now is we'll jump in here and let's leave 2 of our biofuel just in case I need to chop some more trees down. Okay, let's go to our constructor, pop all that in, queue up a load of biofuel, put the power on. That's always helpful, I guess. And now that mobile constructor will... Oh, and I've warmed up while we're doing it as well. Cool. So that mobile constructor will start... Oh, it's too cold. My food's gone right down, hasn't it? Oh, wow. Didn't realise that would happen so quickly. Good job, I have plenty. Hey. So anyway, what was I saying? I was saying that that constructor will create more biofuel than it uses at the moment. So we're biofuel positive, which should get us enough biofuel by the time we get the rest of the components for the hover vessel. Sorry, I'm just thinking as I'm talking. To actually power the hover vessel until we can get some Promethean. So this is a cool little thing. I like this. So you have to get quite close to it to be able to warm up and cool down. But it doesn't take any power to use once you've got it, which is a cool thing. Oh, we managed to get the RCS from it. Okay. Now, can we make any medical? No. Can we make any food? No, we cannot. Not really much of anything, can we? Never mind. Okay, let's pop that in the water. Grab those 2, and we'll get some water going as well. Okay, every little helps. Every little bit helps. Now, I think it's going to be too cold to be running around at night gathering stuff, but what I am going to do, I think, I see a large rock over there, is just pop round the immediate vicinity and just grab some, perhaps some vegetables, grab some rocks where we can, maybe even find some silicon. And with that, we can just keep the process going. I'm doing this because I can't really think of a better plan at the moment, and we'll gather up some more resources as well because we want to keep getting our level up. I'm in level 4 at the moment, which is I think where we were at last time, but you know, it's not too much to level 5. Once we get to level 5, we can make a fridge for the hover vessel as well, as long as we have the resources, and then we can actually start conserving food and supplies. So let's go around and gather all this stuff. The berries are great because we can make berry juice, which is an instant health boost if it comes down to it. Yeah, sleeping is a problem at the moment. I mean, although it's useful to sleep the night away, it will spoil the food that you have unless you've got it in a fridge. So, you know, it's a bit... has its pros and cons. Now, I'm not finding any more rocks, am I? Here, Rocky, Rocky. Here, Rocky, Rocky. Finding a ton of food, though. I mean, this is good because we're getting a level up to level 5 whilst things are working over in the mobile constructor. See a resource rock there, I think. Yeah, copper. Oh. No, there's a decent rock. Let's go for that one, shall we? Wonder how long this will take. I've done one of these large ones before in a previous game, but it didn't break down. It just came up showing as a container once you'd done it, and I couldn't get to half the rock that I'd done, that I gathered. So let's give it a go. I may need to fast forward this bit though, because it has 7,000 hit points. But it should give a lot of rock, a lot of crushed stone if we can gather it all. Probably well over 100, possibly even more. I should hope so for the amount of fuel that I'm using to break it down. But this will give us a good jump start on the rest of the silicon we need. So yeah, what I've found is that gathering crushed stone may seem like a waste of time initially, but because you can turn it particularly into the silicon, because the silicon seems to be the hardest resource to get initially, it's really worth breaking them all down and gathering it. The iron and copper seem to be fairly easy to find on the resource rocks, so this is a good supplement to your materials when you need to start making things like the hover vessel. I mean, this is the end of day one and we're well on our way to making a hover vessel, and I think that's pretty good. So that was 114 in that little batch, 132 now. That's perfect, really good. So let's break this one down as well, and we should be able to go back, pop this in, and we should be able to make hopefully enough silicon. Possibly not enough, but who knows. But if we can have a hover vessel up and running by morning, I would say we're in a really strong position. Gather some of these on the way back. No point wasting the journey. No point wasting our energy. Oh, a silicon rock. It didn't even give us enough for 10 silicon. But it all adds to the pot, doesn't it? The silly pot. Whee! I do need to find some grain from around here as well, so I can make some plastic. Oh, these are good as well. Let me take a adrenaline boost. This is new, and you'll notice now as well. Sorry, I forgot to mention that they've changed a lot of the icon pictures for the resources. I really like them. I love the spice one. Yeah, really liking those. Herbal leaves. These, what used to be called pixie stalks, these things. But they're now called herbal leaves. And usually nearby to those will be grain growing in this little area, these swamp areas. But it is really tricky to spot. This brain food, what's it? Braphus fungus. That's the stuff that you use as a natural stimulant, and you can make that little boost, which we might as well make another one of. Yeah, really useful stuff. There's an iron rock. Let's grab that. And vegetables. Right, we should be able to see some grain around here if we look carefully. But it is really tricky to spot. Grab some more herbal leaves because they are good for medicine. Right, grain. May need the drone to spot it. There will be some here. This is the only place I've ever found it, in these swamp areas. Come on, where are you? But you'll see what I mean when we find it, about how tricky it is to see. Yeah, I think that's some. Yeah, that's some right there. It really blends in. There he is. Really blends in. I think I need 4 of them to make some some plastic. Probably be easier just grabbing those in the daytime. They're really difficult to spot. They sometimes just grow on the water's edge here as well. Yeah. Can't see it. Can't see it for looking. Might as well grab a few more of these though, if only for the experience. I've probably walked past about 10 of them, and you've probably seen them. You're probably screaming at me, "You're walking past them!" Or something like that. Obviously you might not sound exactly like that, but yeah, I can't see it. Okay, let's head back over to our little beach, stick our stuff in, see if we can get the rest of this mobile constructor completed. In fact, let's just check this first, just make sure we still have power. So it's made 12. What did we put in initially? 6, was it? Yeah. So let's just pop all of that straight back in. And what have we got left? We got in left 10 each, so yeah, we got enough for quite a lot, which is good news. It's good news day. And we're making water. Let's stand next to hit this whilst we go into here. Okay, so crushed stone, that's what I wanted in there. Now, do we need to make the silicon, or will it just automatically make it? I think it will automatically make it. So, did we make any thrusters? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's the minimum we need. If I can, I want to make another RCS and another hover engine. Yeah. Let's see if it breaks down this crushed stone automatically. Hopefully it will. Stuff's spoiling already. Stuff spoils really quickly now. Might as well pop all that in there, hadn't we? Oh, in fact, now let's take that berry juice. Vegetables. Herbal leaves. Stomach pills we can make. If it's available to us by the time it doesn't spoil, in case it spoils. Or should I say, if it doesn't spoil, it will be available to us. That's what I was trying to say. Badly. Okay, let's eat. Let's have a midnight snack. Nom nom nom. Right, I don't know if we're going to have enough. Hopefully we will. Oh, sun's coming up in 30 seconds. Or, well, it's not 30 seconds, is it? 30 game minutes, I guess it is. Cool beans. We're doing good, I think. We're doing really good. Real good. I'm not sure we'll have enough resources to make the harvest module straight away, but I think we may have enough to make our hover vessel and get it moving, which is going to make our life survivable, let alone easier. And it's not even 24 hours done. Cool beans. Right, I'll get back to you in a few minutes when this is either run out of resources or built the stuff that we need. So, later. Hey people, welcome back. I think I'm going to run out of copper before I can finish this, so I'm going to nip over there. I think there's a savanna area over here, and the plains and savanna areas seem to be a good spot to get copper, the copper rocks. But the savanna is dangerous because you get raptors, and I'm a little bit worried about that, I have to say. And since it's like daytime now, there's the chance that that will happen. Okay, I see some copper down there. No, that's not copper. It's a plant. Yeah, so I've just got to be a little bit wary about raptors now. Because they're fast, and they're dangerous, and I have no armour. So there's a plains area over here as well, so let's sort of scoot around this direction. I don't need... It doesn't look like I'm going to need much. Probably 10 copper ore at most, I would have thought. I know I'm walking past plants and vegetables and things, but I'm just going to have to do that for now. I really want to get that hover vessel finished. Okay, so we've got some copper here. A couple of bits of copper, in fact. Send up the drone. Yeah, in the night, I went round, scooted the initial area again. Found a silicon rock. Found some more grain, which is great. I was sort of stumbling over it. I couldn't move for it. Just went in the opposite direction. So I've got enough to make myself some plastic raw materials now. So if I find some silicon in this area as well, that would be good, just to be on the safe side. But I think we're good for that now. So how much copper is that? 8. A couple more copper, and I think we're good. And I can see some down there. No, I can't. That's another plant that looked like copper again. But I think that's one. Yeah, it's a couple there. Oh, there's a few here actually. Let's just get off the bike and grab these. It doesn't run away from me too much. Got to be careful with these hills as well. I think you get spiders in these. And the spiders come at you in packs now. Is it a pack? I think I've asked this question before. Is it a pack of spiders or a swarm? I don't know. Like I said, you don't usually get spiders in a group, do you? Because they're pretty solitary creatures. Stop running away from me, copper. Isn't it the other way around? You usually run away from coppers. Yeah. Comedy genius. Right, okay. I think that will do. Let's head back. If I can find my way. Let's get rid of that marker. We don't need that. And let's put a little waypoint there. There we go. There we go. We only had to go a kilometre. So with this bit of copper, I'm pretty sure I can get 4 hover engines and 2 RCS on this hover vessel. And probably have enough to make the harvest module and the harvest box as well once we get into it. Because I need to make that in the hover vessel's constructor. I can't make those in the what's called the portable constructor now. They're not called the survival constructor anymore. They're your survival constructors as you knew them. Your suit is actually called the survival constructor now. And this one you place down is now called the portable constructor. Okay, let's see. Boom, boom. Well, it was still making. Do you know, I've noticed that, I think I may have mentioned this before as well, but it seems to be that it unloads chunks when you go a certain distance away from your constructor, and it stops constructing. And I really hope they find a way to fix that, because that is a real pain. Yeah, a real pain. Because you want to be able to get out and get stuff done whilst the constructor is constructing. And you don't really want it to stop part way through. So how are we doing with our fuel? That's another 10. It's going to finish making that soon. Should be okay. I'm going to queue up some plastic raw materials as well. So let's pop this straight into our fuel tank. So when we do finish it, we can immediately get going. So yeah, it's useful to be able to just stick it together like this, just so you've got access to the portable constructor and you've got access to the cockpit to gives you an environmentally controlled area, even if it doesn't have any wheels, so they say. I know it's not wheels, but you know, if it can't, even though it can't move, it's still a really useful piece of kit. Okay, so we're looking good. We are looking good. Cool beans. Yeah, we have plenty of copper now. Cool. Yes, yeah, the crushed stone's gone down by half there, so it had to make another batch of silicon by the looks of it. But there's still enough there for another 10 silicon ingots, so again, we should be good in that one as well. And those plants have already grown back, look. Cool. And now it's windy. Not so cool. Now there was a Triceratops over there when I was collecting some stuff last night. Yeah, I found all that grain just there. So I think he, if he's still around, is going to be our first target with our grinder. Get some meat, get some experience. Oh, and I went up to level 5 when I was picking that grain and stuff. And I did make a few more things. So yeah, we're up to level 5, so let's get in here and unlock the fridge for our hover vessel, which is really, really important now. And let's go and unlock our armor. Boom. And since we have the points available, let's unlock our armor locker. And we may not have enough resources to build all of those, but as long as I can get the fridge. At the moment, the fridge is more important than the armor, because we can stay safe inside our cockpit once the hover vessel's moving. We can kill things with our grinder, so as long as we stay out of the way of drones, we should be pretty safe. Come on. Come on. Might as well transfer all of this to our survival constructor. All ready for the fridge. Now I'll probably make the fridge in the mobile constructor because it'll be faster. Cool, right, I'm going to start getting this stuff on whilst that RCS finishes off. So, we are going to be good to move soon. Yeah, I think we just have to put it at the back here. Yeah. RCS. We'll leave space there for the other RCS. And these aren't going to be anything particularly special with regards to positioning. Let's put that one there. Let's put the forward facing there. Let's do the side to side. Either side of it here. One there. Why aren't you moving? Why aren't you moving? I'm pressing the keys and it's not moving. Oh, it is now. A delayed reaction. Let's get this other RCS on there and then I'll go in and set up a group so we can turn all that lot off. You know what, let's get the fridge going anyway. Can I make a fridge in here? I don't think I can I? No, I cannot. Okay, well, that might as well be finished with now. Let's just pop everything in here for now, and then we can get out the stuff we need for the fridge afterwards. Let's make the last fuel. Queue up a fridge. Queue up that meat grinder and the cargo box and the armor locker, just in case we got enough resources for it. Do you know what? Let's get a cargo box on there as well, just in case we can do it. Okay, got the last RCS on. Get in here and let's set up engines. Right, we need to sort these to be able to do that. So, other engines, RCS, thrusters. Not that there's many of them. Okay, but it'll be enough to move it around. That's what matters at this moment in time. Okay, let's turn all that off and save some power. I've got constructor. How are we doing with our fridge? It's in progress. Pop that back into there. Okay, we're not doing too bad for power. I think one of the first things we'll do is chop down some more trees and get this thing making more biofuel as we're exploring. Okay, let's get our fridge on so we can get our stuff into it. Where should we put you? That looks like a good spot. Let's get our perishables out of there. I believe spice. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Let's put those in there as well. And the rest of our food. Might as well eat one, haven't we? Is that perishable? No, it isn't. Okay, we'll leave all that stuff in there for the moment. Move it into a cargo box if we manage to get it. Come on. Yeah, it's going to take a little while to make that. I don't think we're going to have enough to make these at the end of it. Yeah. But we are not going to be far off, that's for sure. But we have a working hover vessel, so let's gather up our stuff. Might as well just keep it on us for the moment. How are we doing? Worst case, we can store stuff in the harvest cargo box anyway, if we don't end up with the ordinary cargo box. But we are looking good, I would say. Water into there. Once this little beauty's on there, that means food is no longer a problem, and experience shouldn't be too much of a problem either for a little while. Even if we don't have the cargo box, it means we can't collect resources, but we can still kill critters and collect food. Oh, it looks like we can make the box as well. Cool beans. Boom. We are there. We are there. It looks like we can even make the armor locker. Can we make armor? I guess that's the question. Are we going to be able to do that? Do you know what? That's probably more important than the cargo box at the moment. But we'll pop that on at the end. Cargo box. That seems like a good spot for it, doesn't it? We can save that spot for the other cargo box if we manage to get it. Oh, actually, the armor locker could go there, couldn't it? Oh, yeah, whatever. Come on. Well, it looks like we've got success all round. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, can we make any more medicine? No, we can't. Mind you, that stuff's in the fridge, isn't it? Oh, we won't worry about that too much at the moment. We've got a few medical supplies to keep us going. Can we still make fuel? We can make 2 more fuel there. Might as well queue up full fuel at the end of this then. and then we'll gather some more logs once this is done. But yeah, we are set. Beginning of day 2, when the hostiles start to begin to spawn, and we've got a working hover vessel with a harvest module, our armour, and an arm locker. We're not doing too good for weapons at the moment, but that will be fast to be able to get to assault rifle. Brilliant. We can do some exploring. One of the first places I'm going to go is to one of these radiated biomes. The reason being is that they've now added promethium pentaxid and cobalt deposits into those radiated biomes. So it's just the little promethium rocks that you can harvest and the cobalt rocks that you can harvest. So you don't get a lot from it, but you know, similar to the iron and silicon and copper rocks, and the pentaxid sticks that you can pick up as well, which I'm not too interested at the moment. I want to go there because if we don't find a source of promethium soon, at least we can actually get some. It means I can get a multi-tool, get some charges made for it, and that will stand us in good stead as well. And we've got a bit of backup fuel then with promethium. And having the cobalt is a big thing. It really is. Let's get this cargo box on. Do you know what? Let's get in our armour first, and then we'll put the cargo box on. Woohoo! Get back! Where's this one going? Do you know what? What about on top? Oh, it could get shot off there, couldn't it? Mind you, it could get shot off just about anywhere, couldn't it? Do you know what? I'm going to put it on the side. Yeah, that'll do for now. Let's just pop all of that unwanted stuff in there for the moment. That's it. We are good. Let's take it for a quick spin, see how it flies. Just adjust the view a little bit. That should do us. Yay! Right. Let's see if that Triceratops is still there. It's very slow. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's safe. It moves. We have a harvest module. And there's a Triceratops. Hey buddy, you are the first one to feel the steel. 900 XP. Cool beans. I still don't know what to do with all these eggs. No idea. Fridge. Those in there. So we're going to get some meat now. Let's just grab some wood and we can start some more biofuel cooking up. Now they've fixed the wood drops with a harvest module. So if you look down, I've got 3 wood logs from that and there's nothing on the floor, which is about what you should get from a tree. They said that in the update notes that they've fixed that. They didn't mention the resources for stones though. So we'll have to test that. So yeah. Let's get those into our constructor. Doom, and keep making fuel, as we do go through that biofuel really quickly. But we will keep on top of it. And once we get promethium, we are good to go. Oh, Triceratops just fell down again. He died twice. Strange. So yeah, let's head back to our little spot here. Not that we're going to stay in this spot, just because this is where we built it. And I'm going to call it an episode there. And next episode, what we can do is just start some exploring. So yeah, we did really well. Shame I had to restart again, but you know, it's experimental. These things happen. Thanks all for watching. If you enjoyed it, please press that thumbs up button and please consider subscribing for more episodes. And I will see you all later.